I'm watching every single Planet of the Apes movie, and today we talk about... This one's about influencers, yeah! No, but genuinely, this is kind of like the most interesting one thematically, in my opinion, which is weird because I didn't really love it on the first watch, but after thinking about it more and more and more, I've grown to really like it, and I want to rewatch it again soon. Escape from the Planet of the Apes starts similarly to the rest of the franchise, with a spaceship crash landing. This time the roles are reversed. There's no humans in that ship. It is 3 apes who have arrived on Earth in 1973. Who are the apes? Well, they're our friends, Zira, Cornelius, and a third guy that, we've never met before. His name is Dr. Milo. Don't worry about him. Doesn't matter much. He's brutally murdered about 3 minutes into the movie. Yeah, so the last movie ended in nuclear fallout that destroyed an entire planet, and this one is like a celebrity comedy based in 1970s America. About apes who become celebrities. It's weird. It's truly a wild heel turn between movies. Zira and Cornelius explain that right before the bomb went off, they re-engineered Taylor's original ship to fly out into space, essentially, through the wormhole right before the bomb went off. It's a little shoddy, alright? Don't worry about it. They made it here. What did you want the movies to end? The two become celebrities and are touted as such throughout the movie by everyone they encounter. They're in the news, they're on TV, they're in court. There's a whole thing about the production of this movie that, different executives wanted apes to be doing sillier things in these movies. So, oh, what if an ape was in a bathtub? We should put that in the movie. Find a way to put that in the movie. So I guess they just jammed a bunch of them together and then strung it through with still, an interesting view of the world and humanity, which it's really awesome. This movie, in my opinion, is an incredible and also very weird look at celebrity culture in the 1970s, and I think that it has only aged well, and I think that it has only become more relevant as time has gone on and the age of the internet has been upon us. Now we gotta talk about the annoying shit. Influencers are something that all of you are aware of, and I'm 100% positive about it. But I want to take a little bit of time to talk about it because I feel like it relates very interestingly to this movie. An influencer, at least in a modern sense, is someone that creates content and posts it on the internet for others to view and enjoy and be influenced by. We will come back to this later. I don't have much on it right now. We will do a big whole section later. Monkey movie, yeah, back to the monkeys. The apes are thrown into this human life that they're really not prepared for, and they are not well equipped to understand the society that the humans have, or vice versa. They're not being understood by the humans either. They're given lavish treatment, which is a lot of good to their face, bad behind their back sort of vibes. Damn, why did I say sort of vibes? My fault. They're given lavish treatment, but behind their backs they're being plotted against by the government and the people around them. This treatment leads to Zira eventually being in a situation where she is made to be drunk by a dude in the CIA, to where she gives up valuable secrets about ape culture and what will happen to the humans in the future. Things really start to fall apart when Zira and Cornelius tell the CIA that eventually there will be an ape named Caesar that will free all the other apes and humans will be extinct. We also find out that Zira is pregnant. The world starts to instantly turn on the apes. They become outlaws, fugitives, the pariahs of the society at the time. They're taken away and kept in a CIA facility called Camp 11. Stranger Things. I could not think of a joke, but I wanted to say that. In this camp, they're being drugged and forced to tell information about what happened in their society. My bad for making that joke. These movies get so dark and cruel so fast, it truly is crazy. They break out of Camp 11 and link up with a man who runs a circus. In my script, I put a circus man, but that felt like I was talking like a toddler, so I tried to work around that. Zira gives birth to an intelligent ape and names him Milo, which I think is so dumb because the dude was on screen for 3 minutes and he just got fucking destroyed by another ape in human world. You don't deserve that. We flash into the future where Zira, Cornelius, and baby Milo are now living on an abandoned oil tanker offshore so that they're not found by the CIA and killed or captured. We see that Zira cannot get Milo to speak, and she's worried that the line of intelligent apes ends with her and Cornelius, and that Milo will not bring upon the prophecy that they have brought back to the human world. The final set piece of this movie takes place on this giant oil rig where the CIA guy from earlier in the movie finds them, and the police end up showing up, and there becomes a huge shootout. And in true Planet of the Apes fashion, Zira is murdered in cold blood, Cornelius shoots someone and is then murdered in cold blood, and then they shoot the baby, which is so dark for the end of this movie that is pretty much a comedy for 60% of the movie. All is lost. a bloody shootout has ended all intelligent apes. Unless, what if I told you? Milo is switched at birth with the guy at the circus's ape, so Milo is living on in a circus, but his name is now Caesar.
Oh my god, it's like the movies I know. It's Caesar from the movies.
Maybe one day he'll rise up and become the Moses of ape society and free them from captivity. I don't know, maybe, probably not though. To some degree, the majority of people on the planet, at least young people, are trying to become influencers as their job. Fuck, I'm doing it right now. I know that sounds wonky and like weird to think about, but that's how I've deduced it in my head. Having lived a little bit of life, I'm 23, I don't know everything, and I don't want to come off sounding like someone's grandfather. These damn kids are all on their fucking phones all the time. That's not what I mean. I just mean the age of the internet and consumerism and capitalism has led to everyone becoming a commodity. We are all influencers. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent on this because it's something I think about all the time and I find it really fascinating. There's a fucking bug tapping on my window.
Fuck off! I'm making a fucking video on the apes.
This age of the internet has bred the mindset that anyone can be famous and that creating content is a viable career path. In a lot of studies, most kids want to be a YouTuber when they grow up. At this point, I think it is a viable career path. There's so many different niches and places you can create content that there really is space for pretty much everyone. And if you are talented and work hard at something you do and get a little bit of luck, I think you have a pretty good path set out for yourself. But what about the people where there isn't space? I find myself constantly thinking about the people that have attempted to forge a career, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, like any of these things, where they've really gone all in and it's failed. And that's what I'm doing right now. Even if they're still continuing to post to the void, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting so much work into these series of videos. I'm not trying to like guilt trip you to watch them. I just really enjoy making them. That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm like okay with the fact that there's not any return from it because I enjoy it. But why do we do that? Is my question. The thought that one day, just maybe, if we try our hardest and get some luck, we will be able to do what most consider an easy job and something that grants full immunity to the viability of the corporate world. I think that's what this movie is for me. The insatiable urge to live above what other people live and enjoying what you're doing in the process. Willingly throwing yourself into a machine where everyone is constantly looking at you and criticizing you shouldn't be something that human beings want, but for some reason, there's this weird urge inside of us for everyone to see us. And it doesn't matter if they're criticizing you, because at least they're looking. Sorry, got too intense. Planet of the Apes as a franchise is kind of peaks here. We're going down for a bit, in my opinion. As weird of a movie as this is, and as much of a divergence as it is seemingly from the rest of the franchise, it does hold true to a director coming in, telling a story, and through that story having a vision of humanity and explaining how he understands the world. Just feel this one rings even more true in a modern age where the internet and the influencer have become such a large part of our daily life constantly. And I mean constantly. And again, I am in no place to judge anyone for wanting to be an influencer. I currently want to as well. Just was trying to interrogate it a bit within my own self, kind of reflect on why I'm even making this video series. And I think that through this I have found that the point of this entire idea is to show that I care about something and hope that someone else cares about it as much as I do and maybe is interested to watch. I'm the happiest when I'm creating something, whether it's for myself or for someone else. And this is just the latest thing in a process I've been going through for years. I want to be an artist in any way that I can make it, whether it's visual, audio, anything.
That's what I'm doing right now.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it makes you feel a little bit better about something. I don't know, maybe creating your own art within a system that doesn't really reward art over content. That's all. This is probably the least smooth transition to the next movie, but next week, this one